Hey, I got a new charger from Amazon, the HOTA D6 Pro. This is a two-channel charger, and we're going to unbox it today and see what it looks like. And I'm surprised of the size. This is actually smaller than I anticipated. So let's get to it and open it up. So, like I said, this is a 200 watt on AC and DC, 650 watts, 15 amp. So it's a very cool charger in the sense that you can actually charge your phone on it. So this is going to be interesting. So you can actually have AC/DC. Not all the cables come with it to put it DC, but you can actually get them. But let's open it up and see what's in there. And like I said, this is available from Amazon. HOTA. You get a nice little package. You get the manual. And I believe that you can actually download a proper manual for this using the barcode. So it is in English. All the specs are there. What do we have in here? We have the power cable. And then we have a couple adapters. EC3 to EC XT30 to XT60s. Turn this puppy around, nothing else in the box. And and I know some people that actually got the black one. This one is gray. And I was reading, it's kind of a surprise the color you're going to get. So I got the gray one. You can see here that it's the charging, the wireless charging for a phone. And let's connect that and see what it looks like. Button seems to be okay. There's your balance port and your charging. It actually charges from there also when it starts to do the trickle charge. Vent on the bottom. There's the barcode to get more info on it. You have a charging port for if you have other batteries that actually use a USB charger. You can actually use this to charge the little batteries that come with your 30th scale or 24 scale. And this is actually a there is power coming out of there, but it's actually for programming. And at the back you do have your DC in and you have your AC in. Like I mentioned, the only cables that come with this is your power cable. If you do want to charge it DC, they are available online on Amazon. Just go to DC to alligator clips and you'll find them. XT60 to alligator clip. And I believe I have another one from another charger that I'll test it and I'll see what it looks like. So that's what you get. Let's have a quick look at the menu. Okay, let's plug it in. By the way, this is a ungrounded, so there's no ground on this. So you just plug it in. As soon as you turn it on, you get the little logo, little animation, and then it goes to both channels. So channel 1 and channel 2, nothing's connected right now. And then you can click once, a small click. Another small click goes to channel 2. Then it goes to 1. If you click on it and hold it, use channel key to select a channel first. So it wants me to select a channel. You hold it for a long time, and then it goes to the menu. We won't go through charging the... see if I can't get you a better image than this. There we go. That's a little bit better. So The screen is a nice and large enough screen for the size. It takes almost the whole front, so I really enjoy the screen. I love the color on this, and it works perfectly for what it needs to do. Also, as soon as you take a 2S or any type of battery and you actually connect it in there, you will see the status of the battery. So let me just connect that in there. So right away, you see that it is a 2S. And what's the status of that particular battery? Which is kind of battery checker at the same time. And as soon as you want to charge it, then you just connect the other side of it, and then you can start charging it. So that's pretty easy enough. And if you want to get into the menu, you hold it for a little bit, and then the menu comes up. And from here, you can change up some different stuff on the menu, like the battery type. It knows it's a LiPo. You can change it if it's a high voltage to a higher voltage. If it's the high capacity battery, there's your cell count. There's your amperage of the battery. The one I have on there is a 6,000 milliamp. So what I usually do on there is I usually bring it all the way up to the 6 amp. And this one will go up to the 6 amp, and it actually goes up, I believe it's 15 amps, which is pretty high. I don't recommend, you can charge up a 6,000 milliamp battery higher. It's just going to take a shorter time, but it's going to be very hard on the battery. So I recommend whatever your battery is. This one is a 600 milliamp. I put it at 6 amp. And then I can come here and I can do all channels like that. If ever I have two of the same battery, even though I'm in port A, I can say to do this settings in all of them. And then here I can just hit enter, which is this one. And then it's going to start charging up the battery. And you should see that counter going all the way up to 6 amp. So it's slowly charging it up. There it goes. It should go all the way up to 6 amp. And it's that easy to actually do the battery. You can actually click on here again and hit stop, or come back if you hit it by accident, or hit here also. If you hold it, it comes back to your main screen, and then you can go back to the other one. Once you're here, you can actually change and see different views of the battery status and things like that, that you can actually see the temperature, voltage that's available, and different stuff. So that's the gist of it, which is kind of cool. Let me just stop the task. Start task. Oh, I'm at battery 2 now. Channel 1. Oh, I did stop it already. So you can disconnect it just by pulling on it. Another thing that you need to do to get into the main menu is if you hold down this button for a long time, it brings down to the task parameters. There's a whole bunch of different stuff that you can actually set on there, but the default system is pretty good. For me to put this on the camera, I went and put the backlit to low. So that permitted me to, if you don't like the beeping, you can, there's a lot of different settings you can do on this screen. And this is always the back button. So you can do channel 1 calibration. I haven't read the instruction of what that is, but I never had to do that on the batteries charger. If you screw up something, you just reset it to factory settings. So I like this charger because it does a lot of different variable of batteries, like lithium ion, NIMS. Pretty much it does it, a whole bunch of them. The compact design is awesome, and it also has a safety feature on here for short circuit and overheating. So this is a pretty cool charger. Some friend of mine had this charger, but it didn't have the AC at the back. So they only had the DC ports. You always had a DC to use it, but the new charger actually comes AC or DC. So it comes with the built-in power supply. So very interesting little charger, and I can't wait to show you guys more of this. Thanks for spending the time with me unboxing this great little charger. I think I'm going to use this a lot, and it's going to be cool at the racetrack because when I do events, I need something small on the table that doesn't take a lot of room. And on top of that, I can actually charge my phone because I'm always using my phone taking videos and pictures and things like that. So this is going to keep it charged up. And if you guys want me to answer any questions about this charger or give you a demo on a certain aspect of it, just ring me up, send me a message, or leave a comment under the video, and I'll make sure I respond to you ASAP. And I'll make a video with it, and I'll mention your name. So see you next time, and have fun. See you later. Cheers.